7 years ago today, one of the most important events in pro wrestling history in recent years happened. All in 2018. Let's talk about some memories from that and how monumental that date was in creating AEW as we know it today. And then we'll go over a few of my favorite moments in AEW's history. All of that here on Screw the Script. Welcome back, everybody, to Screw the Script. I'm your host, as always, Maverick. Thank you for joining me on this Labor Day. This will be a quicker video, but still a very valuable and important video that I'm releasing because of how significant this day is in the history of AEW. In its short 6 years that it's been officially a promotion, coming up on 7 years real quick already. September 1st of 2018, we saw the guys from BTE being the elite. If you're a real one like me, you were watching that before all of this was ever a thing. The dream, the lead up to old BTE was incredible. You know, you had Jericho join in at one point with Matt and Nick Jackson, Cody Rhodes when he was still around, Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, Flip Gordon. All of those guys back in those days were leading to something monumental, something groundbreaking and important and needed, that may I say, in today's pro wrestling community and world as we know it. They created All In. They got Chris Jericho to help out, which really put eyes on the product. Cody Rhodes, Hangman Adam Page. They had a lot of guys from all kinds of promotions on this. Okada, Bandito, who we now see as being pushed as a great ROH two-time champ. The list goes on. There were a lot of great competitors in that show. It was at the Sears Center Arena. Over 11,000 faithful pro wrestling diehard fans. Fans that want pro wrestling. Not the hokey entertainment first bullshit that we see in WWE today. And what we saw a lot of at Clash in Paris was a better show than I expected it to be. I will be reviewing that in full later this week. My apologies for that if you're looking for that today, but I've just got plans right after I record and edit this video. But yes, the buy-in rate was 50,000. It was tagged as what it says here, the biggest independent wrestling show ever, and it was. You had 11 matches on this card. SCU, who I loved, and the Briscoe brothers, you know, rest in peace to Jay Briscoe. It was still such a great tag team match, and this was pre-show, may I add. Looking at the other card, just for remembrance for you guys, Flip Gordon won the against Bully Ray. Took him out in the 19-person over-the-budget Battle Royal. That was fun. We saw all kinds of wackiness. Just to give people that sort of side of pro wrestling. They gave you everything you wanted in All In. And this is what really put eyes on the product. We had Matt Cross defeating MJF in a singles match. Boy, is that insane that match wasn't even 10 minutes, and now we see the career that MJF now has in AEW. That's incredible. We had Christopher Daniels in a singles match against Stephen Amell, the guy that played Arrow in the CW series, who is a legit wrestler, may I add. That was a really good match. Fun crossover, an actor first turned wrestler for a feud was awesome to see back in 2018. We had Tessa Blanchard defeat Britt Baker, Chelsea Green, and Madison Rayne. None of these women are really even featured in AEW anymore, but that's how deep AEW's roster truly is. Cody with Brandy Rhodes and DDP. Recover DDP, as we see that you had some sort of heart issue, I believe, that put you in the hospital, but he's already back to stretching, so all well wishes go to you, DDP. This was a really good match. He took on Nick Aldis, who is now the SmackDown general manager. How funny is that? Hangman Page defeated Joey Janela. This put Hangman Page on the map, and everybody got eyes on him. Jay Lethal defeated Flip Gordon, who won that match earlier in the pre-show matches. Jay Lethal, an all-time great from TNA and other smaller promotions that he's wrestled in. Kenny Omega and Penta My fucking God, is WWE fumbling hard with Penta, as I believe this Raw later this afternoon on Labor Day, as they are still overseas. He's involved in some like 4-way match or something like that. He's not going to win. He hasn't had a significant win in months. He got a push when he first started, but he has had no titles, nothing, and he's been there for coming on to almost a year already. And he's not young, you know. Penta is, I believe, 40 or pushing 40. He might already even be over 40. I can't quite remember. Okada defeated Marty Scurll. That was a really good match. Okada, one of the all-time greats, the greatest tournament wrestler in history, and you cannot argue with the accolades that he has won in his career. And yes, like I said, the Golden Elite, which was Kota Ibushi, Matt and Nick Jackson, teamed up against Bandito, Rey Fenix, and Rey Mysterio. They had that incredible card, and it was an independent promoted show, and it sparked what we now know as AEW. I want to know down below some of your greatest AEW moments. For me, just to name a few before I look forward to reading your guys' comments to quickly wrap up this video. I mean, to start the show, that the very first episode where Jon Moxley debuted and everybody went nuclear. The fucking crowd was like, holy shit. They got Jon Moxley. This promotion is going to be legit. You had that. You had Omega and Jon Moxley had, I believe, that following Double or Nothing, the memorable spot where Omega went through that glass table. He got the paradigm shift on the giant poker chip, things like that. You had amazing debuts over the years. Sting, the double debut of both Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson. Like, that was incredible. You've had so many good tag team matches. The Young Bucks versus Omega and Page was one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen in my life. You've got so many huge moments that happened. Granted, CM Punk returning was started by AEW. They got credit for that, not WWE. Yes, things, got sour and they didn't work out the way that they should have, probably. But nonetheless, it was a huge monumental moment in AEW's history that nobody can forget. Edge, now Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, all of these guys that have been mainstays and staples in households for years have jumped ship to AEW. They've created stars, and Darby Allin, who's so original and incredible with his skateboarding sort of style and just the way he wrestles. The coffin drop is not only a perfect name for a move for his character, but just a very unique move in itself. It's not flashy, but it looks brutal. I would not take a coffin drop. I mean, the list goes on. Sting's debut, Sting's farewell match, his final career match was done much, much better than what WWE gave him. I mean, that's just to name some off the top of my head. You let me know down below some of your all-time favorite AEW moments, and I am looking forward to reading all of them and responding. Please give me a like. My goal is to get 100 likes, just like on my last video that went viral. Well, as viral as my channel can go, because it's still very new. I am over 300 subscribers now. Thank you so much to all of you who have recently subscribed to me. It means a lot. Keep it going. Keep spreading my channel. This is a pro AEW channel. I also review and watch WWE, but I've been honest on my channel plenty of times that they have been hard to watch, and AEW is doing much better in 2025 than WWE, and they deserve that recognition. There's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of comments that I get from time to time of people just wanting to put me down. I'm not going to let that happen. All of your guys' positive comments really keep me going. I love this channel. I love making content for you guys. Thank you. That's all I had on this episode of Screw the Script. As always, this has been Maverick. Thanks for watching.